I'm your host, Connor Pritchard. And today, for our first segment, we'll go right to Lexi Shepard with an interview with the Quiz Bowl team.
Thanks, Connor. I'm here with Dylan, Austin, Kinley, and Adeline. They're all on the Quiz Bowl team. Adeline, what is Quiz Bowl?
So Quiz Bowl is where there's a team of 4 of us, and we study all these West Virginia trivia questions, and we practice during WVTSS with Mr. Casto, and we get to go to competitions and compete against other schools.
Preston, Kinley, how was going through Quiz Bowl like?
Quiz Bowl was kind of stressful at times whenever you need to know all of your questions, which we had about 400 questions per person. And at the competition, we was all very nervous because we was going against a really good team, and they had 2 people that was really good. So we beat them 2 times, and then in the end, and that's how we became regional championships.
Austin, how do you guys practice Quiz Bowl?
So we have this binder, and each of us have 400 questions. And we study at our houses, but mainly when we're here, we study with Mr. Casso, and he just asks us questions, and we just buzz in.
And Dylan, how far have you guys gotten in Quiz Bowl?
We're the regional champs, and we're going to states.
Alright, thank you. Not that I don't believe you all, but I gotta quiz you on some questions. Can't see any of these. Alright, what color are mirrors?
Yeah. Or whatever color it shows, like reflects.
Nope, they're green. What number am I thinking of? Yep, 3. Red. How old is Connor with shoes on?
Yep. 4.
Nope, 1978. Now, back to you, Connor.
Thanks, Lexi. And now to Jimmy Jameson Hathaway and Cole Johnson with Fine Dining.
Hello, welcome back to Fine Dining. I'm your host, Cole Johnson, here with my assistant, Jimmy.
Bonjour.
Today, we're going to have a classic. We're going to go Powerade or Gatorade. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin, but first, gotta wash our hands. Alright, so let's begin. Alright, let's begin with our Powerade. That's not your Powerade, that is your Powerade. There. Let's begin. Cheers. Really taste the lemon in it.
1.5 out of 10.
It's kind of sour. Pretty
Yeah.
good.
And the ions in that are really, really powerful.
Those are some good ions.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so let's move on with the Gatorade. That has a lot more lemon in it. Wow, okay.
Yeah. It's more that hydration taste.
It's not as
Like
sour.
after you ran like 30 miles and you just need like a little refresher. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like the drink to go to. And you can rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. Not just have ions, like Powerade.
Yeah. The thing is that it tastes more lemony, but like less sour. So that's kind of strange.
Yeah.
Alright, so we have concluded with our results, and the winner is Cheeto Mac and Cheese, Cheesy Jalapeno.
Agreed.
Thank you for watching this episode of Fine Dining. I'm your host, Cole Johnson, with my assistant, Jimmy,
Bonjour.
and we will see you in the next episode.
And now to Liz White and Cole Johnson with this week's teacher feature.
Make sure to read that English book by tomorrow. You have a big test on it.
But this isn't English. Miss Dilly is the 8A English teacher here at Milton Middle School. we asked some students about our class, and here's what they had to say.
Maya, what do you think about Miss Dilly?
I like that she's really nice and stuff, and she's sweet, and yeah.
Colson, what do you like about Miss Dilly's class?
It's very fun, and she's very good at teaching. Very good.
Sammy, what do you think about Miss Dilly?
I think Miss Dilly is like a really nice person. Her projects are always fun to work with, partners and everything. She's just a really nice person in general.
What do you do in Miss Dilly's class?
So we're reading this book right now, and it's called The Giver, and it's about this boy who's living in a community where things aren't always as they seem.
David, what do you think about Miss Dilly?
I think Miss Dilly is a really good teacher. She always helps out with a lot of things, and it's really nice.
Wow. Mr. Atkins, what do you think about Miss Dilly?
Miss Dilly's a great teacher. I've taught with her for several years. We taught together at Cabell Midland High School. Then eventually, now we're teaching here. But she does a great job. The students love her, and she's been a great help for me.
Evan, what do you like about Miss Dilly's class?
She's a really nice teacher, and I like her class.
Hey, Gimme, did you know that some dude named Ferdinand made a country called Spain? Oh well, now Liz White with an exclusive interview with Miss Dilly. Liz?
Thanks, Cole. Today I'm here with my lovely English teacher, Miss Dilly. Miss Dilly, what made you want to be a teacher?
Well, I have always had a passion for reading and writing, and I love working with kids, so I thought, why not just bring them all together? So I decided to become an English teacher.
So what did you study in college?
I actually graduated with an undergraduate degree in English Language Arts, and then I went back and got my master's in education.
So if a new teacher came to Milton, what would be some advice you'd give them? Because you came to Milton 2 years ago.
I did. I would say that, number one, whenever I first came here, something that I noticed a lot was there's just a lot of like fun and laughter here. I remember unpacking all my things, and everybody was kind of out in the hallway just having a good time, and everybody was really welcoming. So I would try and kind of do the same for new teachers that come here because it's the best school.
So what books have you read with your class this year?
So far we have read Crossover, which is about a boy who is a basketball star. And then we read Refugee, which is 3 different refugees' points of view as they're kind of going through their struggles. And right now we're reading a banned book in class. I can't tell.
So what have you thought about teaching this year?
I love the group of students that I have this year. It's been a great year because we've all been able to be here all year, and we've really got to do some really fun projects. And the students that I have this year, their attitudes are fantastic. They're hard workers, just like Liz. And I really genuinely enjoy the group that I have this year. It's been one of my favorites.
That's great. Thank you so much. Back to you, Connor.
Thanks, Liz. And now to the only principal whose head is brighter than my future in a segment we call Checking In with Chapman.
Mr. Man, it bothered me again with more work. What in the world?
Congratulations! You got the Jimmy Bars. Ooh, ooh, Jimmy Bars. Ooh, ooh, Jimmy Bars. Ooh, ooh, Jimmy Bars.
Mr. Richards, I need you badly. Please help me.
For this week's Panther Picks, we asked whether you prefer to turn in assignments in person, digitally, or just not turn them in at all. Here's what some of you had to say.
Would you rather turn your papers online or in person?
Online because I'm irresponsible.
Would you rather turn in your assignments online or in person?
I prefer in person.
Ashley, would you rather turn in assignments in person or online?
I would rather do them online because teachers can't really read my handwriting.
Charlotte, which way do you prefer to turn in assignments?
I prefer to turn them in online.
Would you rather turn in your assignments online or in person?
It would depend on what kind of assignment it is.
Would you rather turn in your assignments online or in person?
Online, definitely.
Mr. Adkins, do you prefer students to turn in work digitally or in person?
Well, I would like to really prefer students just to turn in work. I mean, that's really what I'm after, just work in general. But for me, digitally is easier to grade, but I know some students prefer paperwork, so I'll take either one a lot of times.
Which way do you prefer to turn in assignments?
Online.
Would you rather turn your papers online or in person?
In person, so you can keep track of all your papers and not get them lost.
Peyton, would you rather turn in assignments digitally or in person?
I like in person because it's just better because the online stuff just kind of confuses me sometimes.
Which way do you prefer to turn in assignments?
Online. Would you rather turn your papers in person or online?
In person, because it's a lot harder to keep track of whether or not I turned it in or didn't turn it in.
Would you rather turn your papers online or in person?
I'd say online because it's a lot easier to keep track of everything.
Ms. Eastman, do you prefer work to be turned in digitally or in person?
Usually I prefer work to be turned in digitally because a lot of my assignments I set up so Schoology grades them for me. Work smarter, not harder.
Would you rather turn your papers online or in person?
In person, because I don't like technology.
Would you rather turn your papers online or in person?
Online, because all you have to do is press a couple buttons.
Mr. Call, would you rather students turn in work digitally or in person?
Digitally.
Which way do you prefer to turn in assignments?
Paper.
Would you rather turn your assignments online or in person?
Online, because I usually lose track of my papers.
Would you rather turn in assignments online or in person?
I'd rather turn them online because it's easier and it's just my handwriting's really bad, so it's better online.
Ms. Summers, do you prefer work to be turned in person or digitally?
I'm old school, so I prefer it in person.
Would you rather turn in your assignments online or in person?
In person.
Would you rather turn your assignments in person or online?
Online.
Would you rather turn in assignments online or in person?
Online.
EJ, would you rather turn in assignments digitally or in person?
Personally, I don't really turn in my assignments at all, but if I had to say something, I would do in person.
Thank you. And now for our results. 23% of you said you prefer to turn in assignments digitally, 66% of you said you prefer to turn them in paper, and 11% of you said you prefer to not turn them in at all. If you would like to participate in Panther Picks, check out our Schoology polls, which are up on Mondays. As always, thank you for watching, and check us out on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook at Milton Middle Schools. We hope you have a great week, and go Panthers!
Do you rather turn in your assignments individually or
Do we need help?
She doesn't like my millennial signs.
That sounds like an old Southern mom term.
Oh my God.
What?